Good morning. Good morning. Well, this is our stretch and mobility for week 3 of this block. We're going to go through a lovely series for the entire body. It's always having a little freak out on the couch at the moment. That's lovely. I wish you guys could see behind the camera. Always entertaining. What you need for this practice is a band, a towel, or a strap will also work. If you like to prop yourself up on yoga blocks or a cushion, highly recommend having like something handy nearby, either a towel or a cushion. We're going to do some supportive poses at the end just to kind of open up the hips and or the shoulders. So start sitting on anything, onto the ground, onto your mat, onto pillows, whatever that looks like for you. And just taking a couple of moments to breathe into that stillness, into that body. And then just taking a moment, I love just going like, okay, where am I feeling stiff, tight, tension, any of those things? Often chest and shoulders, neck is an area where people are tight, also through the hips and the low back. So those are two very common places where we hold some tension. Okay, so taking a couple breaths in there, maybe that's closing your eyes. Taking some nice deep inhales and exhales. Good. And then from there, we're just going to drop that right ear over towards the right shoulder. Think of pressing the left shoulder down. We're not staying here. Normally we would go into a nice little stretch and pull. We're actually going to take it over to the other side. So I want you to think of pulling shoulders down away from ears. Ooh, and then just feeling everything that's going on through that neck. Now you can go as quick. I don't want to use the word quick, but as quickly as you would like. Or maybe it's with the breath. Inhale to switch it over. Exhale to tilt. Keep pressing those shoulders down. Inhale to come up. Exhale over. Good. We're going to come inhale back to center. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your gaze over the right shoulder. So think of chin coming towards shoulder. Still pulling the shoulders down. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center and through. Exhale over. Pairing breath doesn't feel good for you, just moving naturally is totally fine. Just keeping that feeling through the neck, feeling through the shoulders. Good. One more time over to your left or whatever side you're going to, and then we'll make our way back into center. All right. Drop your ear over to the right shoulder now, and we're going to roll downwards over to the left. So we're just going to work the back of that neck. So the chin's coming down, ear is coming over, chin is coming down, ear is coming over. And I really want you to think of exaggerating shoulders down, really getting into that neck space and shoulders. Close your eyes, just keeping that tilt going or that roll going. Goodness me, goodness me. All right, over to your right. And one more time over to the left, coming back into neutral. Last one we're going to do here is lifting up. So thinking of chin coming up towards sky ceiling. That's an inhale, and then an exhale, chin to chest. Try not to move anything else except for that head through the neck. So good. So you're getting that front stretch through as you gaze up. And then through the back of the neck into the shoulders as you gaze down or tilt the head down. Doing that 2 more times. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Okay. Taking those fingertips now towards the tops of the shoulders. We'll draw some nice big rotations in through those shoulders. So far this week, yoga, we had a little bit of shoulder and arm things going on, but Tuesday was lower body, and tomorrow we have our full body. So we haven't done a lot of arms this week. Change your direction, go the opposite way. So hopefully the shoulders are feeling pretty good. Getting that nice range, nice and slow, big rotation. Good. Give yourself one more in that direction. And then from there, we're gonna take those hands in behind the head. Okay, so now we're gonna get into more of the full spinal shifts here. So I want you to think of taking a big breath in, really puff out the chest, squeeze the elbows back. You can take your gaze slightly up towards the ceiling. So you're taking that nice arch position through the back. And as you exhale, you're gonna bring the elbows together, maybe bringing a little bit of pressure to that head and then round the spine down. Good. Big breath in, open it all up. Oh, really think of tilting that pelvis forward, opening the elbows, exhale to round and release. We're gonna do that 2 more times. See if you can exaggerate it a little bit more. Squeeze the shoulder blades, elbows back, lift the chest. Exhale to round the shoulder blades, tuck the tail, draw that chin towards chest. Oh, so good. One more time. Big breath in to open it up. Exhale to round. Amazing job. Good. Stop. Release that down. If you are sitting on any props, you can just release those off to the side for now. We're going to come into a nice single leg stretch here. So we're going to extend that left leg out nice and long to start. Okay. Keep that right leg in to the inside of that leg. Also think of driving that right knee down as you stretch here. Take a big breath in, reach those arms all the way up overhead. And then exhale, fold it over that leg. Good. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to see if you can reach a little bit further. So if you feel better to grab onto something amazing, otherwise reaching those fingers is fine. Inhale to come up. Exhale to reach. One more time. Inhale to come up. Keep driving that right knee down. Exhale to fold. Now, if this is a place where you want to use your strap, your band towel, maybe you can reach sole of foot. Try to think of a longer lengthening of spine versus that rounded position. Think of pulling that chest and chin towards the toes. Breathing here for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Nice job. Come on up. We're going to give ourselves a little twist out of that. Okay, so left hand is going to hook to that right knee. Right hand is going to come behind you. You can take that gaze slightly over to the right. You also do not have to. You can just stay neutral or take it back over that right shoulder. Whatever feels better for you. Flex through that left foot. Take a nice big breath in there. Good. You're going to fold one more time over that left leg. Good. And then this time we're going to come up. We're going to take the right hand in behind us. Come up onto that right knee. Sweep the left arm up overhead. Press through those hips. Big breath in here. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times there. Breath in, reach and lift. Pressing into those hips. Oh, so good. Exhale to lower down. One more time there. Sweep it up. Lift and press for 3, for 2, and for 1. Nice job. Okay, lowering that down. Now from here, we're going to take that right leg out, bend through that knee, left leg slides in. Give yourself a little windshield wiper here. Oh, goodness me, the hips are tight today from yesterday's work. Good. And then we're going to stay on over to the left side. So we were working left side extension. We're going to come over onto that left side and then come into your 90-90 shape. All right, now from here, take a nice big breath in, sit nice and tall. Take those fingertips down towards the floor. Exhale, forward fold. So tent your elbows, tent your fingers, elbows come wide. Inhale, halfway lift, just like we did with extension. Exhale, press. And I want you to think of pressing that left shin and knee down. Inhale to come up. Exhale to fold. Good. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hold there. Maybe it's taking those hands out slightly further forward. Maybe you can make your way into more of an extension or forearm shape. Press that left knee down. Feeling that one through the glutes. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Good. Make your way around to the back. Left forearm is going to come down behind you. I'm just going to rotate myself so you can see. Left forearm is down. Your legs are still in that 90-90 shape. Take a nice big breath in. Open that right arm, right shoulder, right chest. And then exhale to reach underneath of left ribs, getting that nice thoracic twist and range here. Breathing into that upper body. Inhale, open. Exhale to reach under. Good. We'll do that 2 more times for the side. Big breath in. Exhale to reach. 1 more time. Big breath in. Open it up. Exhale to wrap and reach. Nice job. Okay, come on back up. Make your way slowly out of that. We'll take those legs from right to left 1 more time. And then we'll do that same series for the other side. Okay, so once you've done a couple of your windshield wipers, we can come into right leg extension. Left foot comes to the inside of that leg. And we take that nice big inhale, flex through those right toes. Exhale, fold and reach. Okay, so the hands are just reaching here. We come up a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Thinking of that nice hip hinge position. Inhale to come up. Exhale, reach. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale to lift. Exhale, reach, hold, and fold. So remember, we want that left knee driving down towards that floor. We don't need to press on it, just from that hip. We want those toes pulling up and in, hands to shins, toes using your strap towel, whatever feels good for you. Breathing there for 3, for 2, and for 1. Come on up. Left hand comes in behind you. Right hand hooks to that left knee, coming into that nice twisted position. Remember, you can just take it gentle here. You can take the gaze all the way to the left, whatever feels better for you. Taking a couple of breaths in here, sitting nice and tall. We're good. We return to that forward fold 1 more time over that right leg. Taking 1 big breath in right there. And out. And then we come on up. Left hand comes in behind us. Sweep that right arm up overhead, coming up onto that left knee, lifting the hips. Exhale to lower that down. Inhale, reach and lift. Press through those hips. Exhale to lower down. 1 more time. Hold this one at the top, breathing into those hips, pressing for 3, reaching that right arm for 2, and for 1. Lower down. Nice job. Left leg comes wide, right leg slides in. We give ourselves a couple of 90-90 windshield wipers here. Good. And then we're going to come over to that right side. We're going to stay there. We're going to tense those fingertips to the side. Elbows come wide, forward fold. Pressing that right shin down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Oh man, inhale, halfway lift. In all of the best ways. Exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale. Just working with that breath, seeing if you can increase your range every time. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale, fold and hold. So walking those hands out, finding that shape that works for you. Pressing that shin and knee downwards, getting that external rotation from the hip. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Nice job. Taking yourself down onto that right forearm behind you. Those legs are still in that 90-90. Take a big breath in, open left arm, chest and shoulder here. Exhale to wrap and reach. So good. Breath in, open it up. Exhale, wrap. 2 more. Inhale. Open it up, taking your time here, chest, shoulder, rotations. Exhale to wrap. Last one. Open it up. So good. Oh my goodness, all of the lovely feels. Come on back up once you've done that one. Make your way with your hands in behind those legs last time. Windshield wiper those knees from right to left. I'm getting into those hips, honestly. It's hips and low back for me are like crucial. All right, we're gonna make our way into tabletop. Okay, so hands and knees. We're gonna just start actually with a little bit of a new variation for cat and cow. So what you're gonna do, like lower body stays the same. With your hand position, you're gonna actually take your left hand, turn the fingers in. Your right hand's gonna come in front, also turned in. So as you come into your cat, Sorry, as you come into your cow, breathing in. So everything is still the same. But as you exhale, push through those hands and really round those shoulder blades. So just getting in a different position for the shoulders. Inhale to lift, exhale to round. You can add a little bit of a bend in through those elbows if that feels good. Doing that one more time, big breath in. Exhale to round. Nice job. Switching those hands. So now the right hand comes back, left hand comes slightly forward. Fingertips are slightly turned in here. Nothing crazy, so we don't want them to be totally inwards. Just a bit of a 45-degree angle. Inhale. I'm doing it wrong. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Tucking that chin in towards the chest, tucking the tail. Give yourself 2 more of those. Just getting into those shoulders in a different way. And just playing around with that. Maybe it doesn't feel different for you. Maybe it feels better for you. All good things. Good. All right. From there, we're going to come into our puppy pose. If you have yoga blocks, great place. If you have a chair or a bench, you can also take it there. If you have none of the above, you can take those hands towards the floor. Okay, so walking those hands forward, but keeping the hips high here, getting into those shoulders and chest. If you want to intensify it, this is where you're going to put your hands on the elevated surface. You can get a little bit more range through the chest and through those shoulders. Sticking the hips up high, breathing here. This can be intense for a lot of people, so just take your time as you get into that pose. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Staying low. You're going to take your left arm and sweep it under. Come down onto the left temple. Take your right hand and place it towards that low back. So you're on your left arm, left shoulder is down, left temple is down. Just breathing and reaching those left fingers. Maybe pulling that right hand back into the left hip pocket, if that's an option, or just keep it on the low back. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Return back to your puppy. Right arm comes up, left arm joins. Get those hips up nice and high. It's like a modified child's pose. Take one more breath in there. This time, right arm sweeps under. Palm is facing up, right temple comes towards that mat, left arm sweeps up and around, placing the back of the hand towards the low back, or maybe wiggling that left hand into that right hip pocket, maybe. No problem if that doesn't work for you. Breathe there into that right shoulder for 3, for 2, and for 1. Nice job. Left hand comes all the way back up. Return to your final puppy pose right here. Hips high. Oh, so good. And then slowly come on out of that. Now, we're going to get into the hips a little bit here. So just drawing some nice slow hip circles. If you feel better being down on the forearms, no problem. Gently drawing those circles. So what I want you to think of is flexing through those toes. And then think of your knee as your pencil point. And you're drawing the biggest circle you can. Change your direction, go the opposite way. Oh, and it's work today. After yesterday, through those glutes, through those hips. Give yourself 1 more, nice and slow, keeping the ribs and core still. Okay, other side. Drawing the rotations around. Focusing on good control. If it means making your circles a little bit smaller to gain more control, amazing. Change the direction, no problem. Okay, all of the feels for this side. Getting into that hip as much as you can. 1 more in this direction. Nice job. Okay, from here, we're going to make our way down onto our left side. Okay, so we're going to come into a nice little lay down shape. If you have a pillow and that feels better for support, you can also take yourself almost into fetal, but left leg is not going to be in tight. Maybe just a slight knee bend. Okay, also you can use a yoga block for the head. Maybe you need 2, maybe you need your pillow. It does not matter. You can use your hand. You can also be propped up. So whatever is more comfortable for you, find that shape. What we're going to take is the right knee. You're going to tap the right knee towards the floor so you're getting internal rotation. Then you're going to take that leg back, tap the toe in behind you, getting external.
So you will get some rotation in through the body, and that's fine. Tap the knee up and forward, tap the toe back and up. And just taking your time here, seeing if you're feeling any impingement. Maybe you can work through that. Maybe there's just some sticky places as you move from forward and back. Trying to keep that leg in nice and close to the body here. Big open and around. Good. That's your last one there. You can extend your left leg out. We're going to come into a lane side quad stretch. So grabbing the back of that right leg if you can. And then I want you to think of dropping that knee downwards towards the extended leg. And then think of activating through those glutes, giving that tuck of the tail, breathing here. Oh, that feels so good. Breathing, 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 keeping that nice little tuck of the tail for 3, for 2, and for 1. Before you release, slide your left knee into that bent shape, release that right leg to join. Now, option here, you can keep your head elevated if you do have it on blocks or a pillow, no problem. Extend your left arm out though if you were propped. Right arm is going to meet the left. We're going to come into our nice little open shoulder rotation here. You're going to reach that right arm all the way up. Big sweep ahead, rotate and open so that that right shoulder meets the ground. I am too high. I'm going to remove one of my books. Okay. Exhale to return to that starting shape. Inhale, sweep that arm all the way up. Open, open, open. Those knees stay towards one another. Oh, we get into that chest and shoulder for the right side. Exhale to release and close. We're going to do 2 more big sweeps here. Take your time. Trying to trace those fingers towards the floor if you can. Inhale to open. Exhale to release. Last one here. Big breath in. Nice job. Oh, exhale to release. So good. Okay, from here, you're gonna roll all the way over onto the belly. So whatever that looks like for you, and coming up onto those forearms. So hands flat towards the floor. Now, if this is intense for your low back, you can actually stack your fists on top of one another and start there. We're aiming for a back extension. So that means coming upwards, lifting the head and chest, head and chest. Yes, away from the floor. Normally it's head, neck, and shoulders. I had to think about that one. But I want you to think of relaxing your glutes. So often when we squeeze upwards, we engage through the glutes. We're going to try to release those glutes. So maybe it's stacked fists. If you can come up onto those forearms, amazing. See again if you can release those glutes. So trying to think of relaxing into that shape. For some of you, you might even be able to make yourself up into full upward dog. Relax the glutes, okay? If you're having difficulties, you can take your feet maybe a little bit wider. That gives the pelvis a little bit more space, or feet hip distance, shoulder distance apart is fine. Taking 2 more cycles of breath here. Good. This one's tough for me. The low back is challenging. 1 breath in. And then take yourself down, slide your hands underneath the shoulders, press yourself up and back to a nice child's pose. Oh, that feels good. So that's an opposite. So we're rounding through our spine here. We're thinking bringing those hips towards those glutes, taking another big breath in there. So good. Okay, we're gonna make our way to the other side. So coming onto the right side. Now remember, you can have your blocks there. You can prop yourself up. We start with that little knee tap. So coming into fetal start, right knee is slightly bent, left knee is gonna come up and over. Tap your left knee down. Try not to tap your foot as well. Lift your foot in so you get that, lift your foot up, sorry, so you get the internal, and then open up, tap in behind you. So you might notice a difference from side to side. Maybe this side's not so bad. Maybe it's the same. And just that slow tap up and in of the knee. Open the hip, tap in behind. Okay, a couple more here. Nice job. Last one, forward and in and up and back. Okay, extending that bottom right leg out, grabbing to the left foot, coming into that side quad stretch. Okay, so, oh my goodness.
All right, breathing here into that quad. Remember, you want to activate, tuck that tail, activate those glutes just a little bit. Just helps with that stretch. We breathe here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Before you release that foot, slide that right knee up. Left knee joins, right arm extends out, left arm comes up to join. We come into that nice open, reaching around the left arm up overhead, opening up here. Oh, getting into the chest and shoulder for that left side. Exhale to release, reset. Breath in, trace the fingers all the way up overhead, around to the floor, opening up to that T. Both palms are facing up. Exhale to release. 2 more for this side. Big breath in. That's good. That's good. Exhale. This side is very tight for me. 1 more time. Breath in. Where we know we need to work to release those sticky spots. Exhale. Hold there. Breathe into that left chest and shoulder for 3, for 2, and for 1. Returning over. Coming 1 more time all the way onto that belly. You get to choose that shape, whether it's stacked fists or whether it's forearms down. Maybe it's an upward dog. Regardless, I want you to think of releasing through that low back, releasing through those glutes. We just breathe into that extension. For a lot of us, we're rounded through our day, right? We have that poor posture. We're at our computers. We're rounded forward. So we're trying to open up that front body here, opening up the front lines, breathing into those hips, relaxing through those glutes, staying here for 3, for 2. Nice job. For 1, release that down. Hands come below those shoulders. Press yourself up and back to 1 more child's pose. Hips come back, reaching those arms forward. That feels good. Amazing. Okay. We're going to finish with a little bit more work down onto our back. This is where you're going to need your strap, towel, or pillow. If you have your block or your cushion or a larger towel nearby, also have that handy. We will finish with that. Strap business first. Okay, come on down onto your back. Oh my goodness, that very needed today, very needed today. Okay, let's take the right leg first. We'll take that strap, that prop, wrap it around the sole of that right foot, and just extend that leg up. Have your left leg bent, knee bent, foot supported, and just holding here, adding a little bit of tension to whatever you are using. So maybe that's just a little active pull, like 1 inch max, just so that you can intensify that stretch. And in that stretch, all we're going to do is we're going to take that leg over to the left a few inches, back through center over to the right a few inches. So it's just kind of flossing within that hip joint, back and forth. Take your time. Notice how that shifts and feels through the back of that right leg. And it should feel quite nice. Keeping those toes pulling in, breathing here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Coming back into center. We're going to extend that left leg out. Take your prop into your left hand. Take your right arm out to a nice T, and then drop that right leg over to the left. Really getting into that hip and low back here. The glute, flex the toes. The more you pull that leg up and in, the more you're going to feel that stretch deeper into the glutes. Breathing. Close your eyes, relax your face for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice job. Bringing that leg back in through center. Taking that prop, leaving it on that right leg, and then left leg comes into join. Right leg comes down towards that floor. We start in that static hamstring stretch first. Both hands are helping out here, giving that nice tension here, pulling that leg in, keeping the toes flexed, relaxing the face. Close your eyes if that feels better for you. So good. Let's start that little flossing action, a couple inches to the left, couple inches to the right, just making those little shifts. Amazing. Oh my goodness. So needed. So needed.
Keeping that breath nice and calm, not adding any tension anywhere except for this left leg. All right, a couple more times, back and forth here. Good, coming back in through center. Taking that prop into the right hand, extend your right leg out, left arm to a T, dropping that left leg across that body to the right side, breathing into that low back, hip and glute as much as you can, breathing here for 3. Well, I can stay here for about 20, for 2, and for 1, coming back in through center, releasing that strap or prop off to the side. All right, just give yourself a little notice of how things are feeling. Take your feet wide, take your knees to come in to touch. All right, so that's a nice release for the hips and the low back. It's a supported shape. Your knees are coming inwards, it has something to support against. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a couple of options. I'm gonna give 3, yes. If you feel like your shoulders, your upper body, the shoulders are tight, chest as well, you can take option 1, which is taking your pillow or your block and adding it vertically underneath of the upper back. You might need to have 2 to have the head supported as well. And just let those shoulders fall open. That's option 1. Option 2, if you feel like your hips, I can't get my block. You feel like you're constantly sitting and you're in hip flexion, which means your hips are shortened and you feel like opening those up, take your pillow or your block beneath those hips, extend those legs out one at a time. So now you're getting that extension through the front of the hips. If you feel like you have great posture and you just want to work on the circulation and you have a wall handy, you can come up to legs up the wall, or you can place your block or pillow underneath of those legs and just simply elevate those legs and hang out there. I'm going to take this option. So choose one of those 3, get yourself set up, get yourself cozy. We're only going to stay here for about 90 seconds. But what I want you to do is tune inwards. So if you're focusing on circulation, if you are standing a lot through your day, this is a great one. Okay, we get that nice flush through the legs. If you're sitting a lot and you feel like you want to open those hips, or if you feel like your posture is constantly rounded, you have those 3 options to choose as you are in your pose. Close your eyes and then breathe into those places that you're focusing on, that you know you would like to work on, that you know you would like to improve. And just concentrating on that breath, on that release. We have about 30 more seconds, just as you are. Amazing, amazing job, everybody. Take one final super deep breath in through your nose. Part your lips, sigh it all out. Oh my goodness. Whether you are doing this in the morning, at lunchtime, in the evening before bed, all fantastic times. You can do this stretch, this mobility work whenever it feels good for you. Slowly come out of wherever you were. If it was beneath the hips, just lift those hips up, slide it out. If it was beneath the shoulders, you might just have to come into fetal. Lower yourself down and just take yourself flat to your mat. So extend those legs out just for a moment. Just notice the difference of the alignment of the shift through the body. You know you've done some serious work when you can feel all of that. Amazing. You can stay in that shape for as long as you need. Maybe you need to get on with your day. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that. Very needed. It's been a while since I've done a full stretch. I do 5-10 minutes here and there, but it's always nice to do a nice big release. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Amazing, amazing job, and hope to see you again soon. Tomorrow is full body.